Hello, my dear one. I am Louise Hay, and today we will speak of a quiet, deep ache, a feeling that can hollow you out from the inside, leaving you feeling empty and profoundly unseen. Do you ever feel invisible in a crowded room, as if your voice is just a whisper that the wind carries away, unheard by anyone? It is a painful and terribly lonely place to be, my love. You share an idea and it's met with silence. You state a boundary and it's treated as a mere suggestion. You pour your heart out and it feels like you have spoken to an empty wall. And deep inside, a question begins to burn. What is wrong with me? Why don't they take me seriously? This question can become a constant, painful companion in your life, can't it? Let me tell you, my love, there is nothing wrong with you. This feeling of being dismissed is not a true measure of your worth, but a signal, a sign from your soul calling for attention. This is a pattern, a deeply ingrained belief that your value is determined by someone else's approval. It is a habit of looking outside for a validation that must come from deep within. And it is exhausting, isn't it? This constant performance, this endless effort to be heard, to be seen, to be respected. It drains your precious life force, leaving you so very tired. You may have been taught that seeking respect is about being louder or more demanding, but the truth is much gentler and infinitely more powerful. It is an internal shift, not a war. Today, we will learn to heal this painful pattern. We will release the heavy burden of needing others to see you, so that you can finally, truly, and completely see your own beautiful self. This is a journey back to your own power, a journey to reclaim the respect that is your divine right. Are you ready to begin? Take a deep, loving breath with me now. Let us start. The seed of this feeling was planted long ago, my dear. It is a very old story you have been telling yourself without even realizing it, a lesson from childhood that you took as an absolute truth. You were taught, perhaps without words, that your value was something to be earned, that you had to be good, quiet, or helpful to be seen, to be worthy of any true attention at all. The belief is this: I need their approval to be valid. It is the deep-seated idea that your existence, your voice, your truth must be signed off on by the world outside of you. So you hand your power over. You wait for permission to speak, to feel, to simply be. You look into the eyes of others for a reflection of yourself, hoping to see that you matter. But my love, this is the great paradox. By constantly seeking respect from others, you are energetically teaching them that your own respect for yourself is not enough to stand upon. The universe is a magnificent mirror. It does not give you what you want, it simply reflects back to you what you believe you are, and it has been reflecting your own self-dismissal. It is not their fault, nor is it yours, my love. It is just a pattern playing out, an old, dusty program running in your mind, telling you that your own voice comes in second place. This feeling of invisibility is not a punishment. It is your soul's loving alarm bell waking you up to this outdated belief. It is a gentle invitation to come home to yourself. We learn to trade authenticity for acceptance. We silence our own truth in the hopes of being liked, only to find ourselves feeling profoundly alone and unseen, a very poor bargain. Think of all the energy you have spent, all the time wasted trying to convince others of your worth when your worth was never in question. It is, and always has been, so absolute. The diagnosis, my love, is simple. You have forgotten who you are. You have forgotten that you are a divine expression of life itself, inherently worthy of respect, starting with your own. Even when you do get that external approval, it is like a sip of water when you are dying of thirst. It quenches for a moment, but the deep inner emptiness always returns, doesn't it? That is because the source is not out there. The wellspring of validation, of feeling seen and heard, is not in their praise or attention. It is a spring that exists only inside of you. Do you see it now, my dear? This is not about your flaws. It is about a flawed belief that you adopted to survive. But you are no longer just surviving. You are ready to thrive now. And the most wonderful news is that any belief can be changed. Any old pattern can be dissolved with love and awareness. We are not here to fight the old, but to build the new you now. So let us take an honest look together, shall we? Let us do a gentle accounting of what this pattern has truly cost you. No judgment, my love, only loving awareness. How many times have you swallowed your words in a meeting, only to hear someone else say the exact same thing and receive praise for it? That stings, doesn't it? How often do you go along with plans you have no desire to be a part of, just to keep the peace, just to avoid being seen as difficult or too demanding in your needs? Do you rehearse conversations in your mind, trying to find the perfect, most agreeable way to say something, all that energy spent just to avoid ruffling any feathers? And when you finally do speak your truth, do you immediately feel a wave of guilt or anxiety, as if you have done something terribly wrong by simply having an opinion? Think of all the brilliant ideas that have died on your tongue, all the wisdom you held back because you decided in advance that no one would want to listen to you. How many times have you said, "It's fine," when it was not fine at all? Each of those moments was a tiny betrayal of your own heart, your own inner truth. Do you find yourself apologizing for things that are not your fault? Apologizing for taking up space, for having a need, for simply existing in your own unique way? What is the price of this constant self editing, this shrinking of your spirit to fit into spaces that were never meant to contain your magnificent, full self? This pattern has you believing that your needs come last. But my love, how can you pour from a cup that you never, ever allow to be filled up in the first place? Let's look at your relationships. Do you feel more like a supporting character in other people's stories than the hero of your very own life journey? Do you attract people who seem to need a lot from you, but who have very little to offer in return, people who are comfortable with your silence and your service? Have you ever confused being needed with being loved, believing that your value lies only in what you can do for others, not in the simple truth of who you are? How often do you give advice that you yourself desperately need to follow? You are a wise and loving guide for others, but a harsh critic for your own dear self. Think about the compliments you receive. Do you brush them off or deflect them instantly, as if you cannot bear to stand in the warm light of acknowledgement? Does it feel safer to be in the background, believing that if you don't stand out, you can't be judged, you can't be rejected, you can't be hurt by anyone? But my dear, there is a deep loneliness in that shadow, isn't there? A profound ache to be truly seen, to be known for the beautiful soul that you truly are. Do you find yourself feeling a quiet resentment, a bitterness that builds up from all the unspoken needs and all the boundaries that were never, ever drawn? This resentment is a poison you mix for others, but end up drinking all by yourself. It corrodes your own peace, your own joy, your own capacity for real love. How much of your precious life energy is spent anticipating the needs and moods of others, walking on eggshells, trying to manage their feelings for them? You have become a masterful chameleon, haven't you? Changing your colors, your opinions, your very essence to blend in, to be accepted, to finally feel safe. But who were you before you learned you had to do all of that? Can you remember that child, the one who spoke freely, who laughed loudly, who knew their own worth? Where did that person go? They are still inside you, my love, waiting patiently for you to remember them, to call them back home, to give them a voice once again. Do you feel a constant, low-level anxiety, the hum of a motor that is always running, always scanning the environment for signs of disapproval or impending conflict? This is the cost of not trusting yourself. When you don't honor your own inner guidance, you are left in a state of perpetual uncertainty, always looking outside. Have you ever felt a surge of jealousy when you see someone else speak their mind with confidence? It is not them you envy, my dear, it is their freedom. You are envying the person who gives themselves the permission that you have been denying to your own soul for such a very long time, and that is okay to admit. How many opportunities have you missed? How many dreams have you put on a shelf because you were afraid of what they might think or what they might say? Who is this mysterious they that holds so much power over your life? Have you ever stopped to question their authority over your own heart and your destiny? This pattern has convinced you that conflict is the worst possible outcome, but is it worse than the slow, silent death of your own authenticity and spirit? Let's be very clear, avoiding conflict by erasing yourself is not peace. It is a quiet, internal war where you are the only casualty, day after day after day. Do you feel a tightness in your throat when you want to express a difficult truth? That is your body, my love, holding all the words you have been afraid to speak. Does a weight settle in your shoulders? That is the burden of everyone else's expectations, a weight you were never meant to carry. It is not yours. Think of the simple joy of making a decision just for you, without polling everyone around you for their approval. Can you even imagine that kind of freedom? How many times have you agreed with a criticism, even when it felt unfair? You have learned to take the side of your accusers against your own precious self. This is the ultimate betrayal, my love, abandoning yourself in the moment you need your own compassion and your own fierce loyalty the most. You deserve better. Do you feel exhausted, not just tired, but a deep, soul-level exhaustion? It takes a tremendous amount of energy to constantly suppress who you really are. You are trying to hold up a mask, perform a role, and live an inauthentic life. Of course, you are tired. It is the most tiring work a human being can do. Have you ever made yourself small in a relationship to make the other person feel big, dimming your own light so that theirs could appear to shine much brighter? What did that get you in the end? Did it earn you the love and respect you craved, or did it simply teach them that your light was not important to you? Do you find it difficult to receive help, insisting you can do it all on your own, because asking for help feels like an admission of weakness or failure? But vulnerability is not weakness, my love. It is the highest form of courage. It is the doorway to true and deep human connection, which is what you seek. How many nights have you laid awake, replaying a conversation and kicking yourself for not saying what you truly meant? The ghosts of unspoken truths haunt us. You have become so good at being what others need you to be that you may have forgotten what you need for yourself. Your own desires have become a foreign language. Do you even know what you want anymore? From your day, from your work, from your life? Or have your goals become completely entangled with pleasing others? This is the great forgetting. You forget your own divine nature, your own inner compass, your own sacred right to be here, exactly as you are right now. Think of a time you did speak up and it was dismissed, how that pain reinforced the belief that it is just safer to be quiet. We must heal that wound. You have been carrying these old hurts like heavy stones in your pockets, weighing you down, making every single step forward feel like a monumental effort. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like a stranger was looking back at you? The eyes are the same, but the spark, the life force, feels distant. That disconnect is the space between who you truly are and the role you have been playing for so very long. It is a painful and lonely chasm to live in. Do you believe deep down that you are just too much, too sensitive, too emotional, too loud, too needy? Who taught you that your nature was a problem? No one is too much, a flower is not too bright, the ocean is not too deep. You are exactly as you were meant to be. The problem is not you, it is the belief. How many times have you felt a creative urge, a passion, a calling, and immediately shut it down with thoughts like, who am I to do that? Or no one will care? You are your own harshest critic, your own biggest obstacle. You have internalized the voices of dismissal so well that you now do their job for them, don't you? Do you fear success as much as you fear failure? Because success would make you visible, and being visible feels terrifyingly unsafe to your inner child. Let's talk about setting boundaries. Does the very thought of saying no make your heart race and your palms sweat? It feels like you are declaring war. You have confused boundaries with walls, but a boundary is not about shutting others out. It is a loving way of telling yourself and the world where you begin. It is a declaration of self-respect, a sign that says, I honor my own energy, my own time, and my own well-being. It is a profoundly sacred and loving act. How many times have you been told you are too sensitive? This was a way to invalidate your feelings, to make your correct perceptions seem like a personal flaw. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it is your superpower, it is your guidance system. The world did not teach you to trust it, so you learned to shut it down. Have you ever felt a deep sense of relief when someone else cancels plans, because it frees you from the exhausting performance you were about to put on? That feeling of relief is a powerful clue, my love. It is your soul telling you that the way you have been engaging with the world is not sustainable for you. Do you hold on to relationships that have long expired, out of a fear of being alone or a misplaced sense of loyalty to people who do not honor you? The fear of loneliness can keep us in prisons of our own making. But are you not already lonely, feeling so unseen in the company of these very people? Think of the physical cost, the headaches, the stomach issues, the chronic fatigue. Our bodies always keep the score of our unspoken emotional truths. Your body is speaking to you, my dear. It is begging you to listen, to honor its wisdom, to release the tension of a life lived out of alignment with your soul. Look at all of this, my love. Look at the immense cost of this single, simple belief that you need others to validate you. It has touched every part of your life. Are you tired of it? Are you truly, deeply tired of living this way, of feeling like a ghost in your own life story? This is a very important question. Because it is only when we become completely fed up with the pain that we finally find the courage to choose a different path, a new way of being. Is today that day for you, my dear? Are you ready to stop auditioning for a role you were born to play, to stop asking for permission to be your own self? Are you ready to reclaim your voice, your power, and your peace, to finally learn how to give yourself the respect you have been so desperately seeking from others. Because you can, it is entirely possible. The way out is not as hard as you think. It begins with a single, simple, and loving decision. That single decision, my love, is to turn around. It is the choice to stop facing outward, looking for their approval, and to finally turn inward toward your own beautiful soul. The solution is not out there. It is not in their praise, their attention, or their validation. The solution has been waiting patiently, quietly, right inside of you all along. This is the great turning point, the moment you stop trying to fix the reflection in the mirror and instead begin to heal the one who is looking into it. That is where all power lies. The respect you so deeply crave is an inside job. You must learn to give it to yourself first, in abundance. You must become the primary source of your own validation and worth. And I can hear your old programming screaming now, but that is selfish. I must be kind and accommodating. I must put others first. Let us soothe that fear with the truth, my love. Honoring yourself is not an act of selfishness. It is an act of self-preservation. It is the most profound act of responsibility you can take for your own life and your own happiness. You cannot pour from a cup that is empty. True generosity, true love for others, can only flow from a heart that is full and nourished by its own care and deep self-respect. Taking yourself seriously is not about ego. It is about acknowledging the divine spark within you. It is about treating that sacred part of yourself with the honor it deserves. And I hear another fear whispering. If I set boundaries, they will be angry. They will leave me. I will end up all alone. Let us look at that thought with clarity, my dear one. A boundary is not a wall you build to push people away. It is a loving line you draw to define where you begin and end. It is a declaration of where your sacred space resides. The people who are meant to be in your life will respect your boundaries. In fact, they will feel safer with you because they will know they are dealing with an authentic person. Those who protest or leave when you set a boundary were never truly there for you. They were there for what your lack of boundaries provided for them. Letting them go is a gift. This is not a loss, my dear. It is a sacred clearing of space. You are making room for people who can love and respect the real you, not the role you have been playing for them. So let us be perfectly clear. The work is not to change them. Your focus is no longer on making them see you or hear you. That is an exhausting and impossible battle to win. The real work, the true healing, is to change the belief inside of you. It is to dissolve the old idea that their opinion of you is more important than your own opinion of you. This is the ultimate freedom. You release everyone else from the job of making you feel worthy, and you take back your own power. You become the author of your own self-esteem. And please release the idea that you must become hard, cold, or aggressive to be respected. This is one of the greatest misunderstandings about personal power that there is. True power is not loud, it is quiet. It is not demanding, it is certain. It is a calm, centered energy that radiates from a person who knows their own inherent worth. You do not need to become a fighter. You only need to stop being at war with yourself. You simply decide that your own well-being is a non-negotiable priority in your life. Being true to yourself is not the same as being unkind to others. You can be both loving and firm. You can be both compassionate and clear about what is acceptable to you. You do not need to be cold, you only need to be honest. You do not need to be cruel, you only need to be consistent in honoring your own inner truth. This is a quiet strength. The shift begins inside. It is a decision to no longer abandon yourself, to no longer betray your own feelings in order to keep a false peace with the world outside of you. From this moment on, you become your own most loyal ally. You become the one who stands up for you, who validates you, who honors you, even if no one else in the room does. This is not about being right or making them wrong. It is about honoring what is right for you. It is about choosing your own peace over their approval, a very wise trade. The way forward is not one giant, terrifying leap. It is a series of small, loving, and consistent choices that you will make every single day, starting right now in this moment. It begins with noticing the tightness in your chest when you are about to agree to something that feels wrong for you. That is your inner guidance system speaking clearly. It begins with a pause. Instead of automatically saying yes, you give yourself a moment. You take a breath and you ask your own heart, what do I truly need right now? And then you honor that answer with your words. It does not require a long, dramatic speech or a complicated excuse. Simplicity is where your true power is found. A simple no, thank you, that doesn't work for me, is a complete sentence. It is an act of profound self respect that requires absolutely no further justification or apology. Each time you say a gentle no to something that drains you, you are saying a powerful yes to yourself. You are casting a vote for your own value, for your own well being. This will feel strange at first. Your body, your mind, your entire nervous system may protest. It has been trained for years to seek approval. Be gentle with this resistance. Treat that fear like a small child tugging on your sleeve. You can acknowledge it with love. I see you are scared, but I am the adult here now, and I will keep us safe. The healing is not about forcing the world to listen to you. The healing is about you finally learning to listen to your own self, to your own deep and profound inner wisdom. When you start to truly listen to your own needs, your own desires, and your own limits, you are reprogramming your entire being for self-worth. You are teaching your cells a new song. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. This is a universal law, as real as gravity. It works every single time without any exceptions. When you stop dismissing your own ideas, others will start to lean in and listen. When you value your own time, others will stop taking it for granted. It begins with you. You are changing your energetic signal to the universe. You are shifting from a frequency of please see me to a calm, clear broadcast of I see myself, and that is enough. This internal shift is what changes everything. It is not about tactics or manipulation. It is a deep, authentic realignment with your own soul's truth. People feel this change. You will begin to carry yourself differently. A quiet confidence will settle in your bones. A peace will radiate from you that is more powerful than any loud demand could ever be. This is not something you have to fake. This is who you truly are underneath all the layers of conditioning and the old, painful beliefs. This is you coming home to yourself. So the choice is yours now, my love. Will you continue to look outside for a reflection that will never satisfy you, or will you decide today to become your own mirror? Are you ready to stop auditioning for a role that you were born to play? To stop seeking permission from the world to be the magnificent person that you already are right now? This is the true path to the respect you have been seeking. It is the journey from seeking validation to embodying it, and you are so very capable of taking this beautiful journey. If you are ready to make this loving choice for yourself, to commit to this new way of being, I invite you to make a declaration. This is a powerful act of intention for your soul. Write EU Mariso in the comments below. Let it be a sign to yourself and to the universe that today is the day you begin to take yourself seriously, lovingly, and completely. And now, my love, let us take that commitment and plant it like a seed in the fertile soil of your heart. This is where the real work of transformation begins. It is simple, gentle, and profound. Find a comfortable position wherever you are. If you can, gently close your eyes. If not, just soften your gaze. This moment is a sacred gift you are giving to yourself, so receive it. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with the promise of this new beginning. And as you exhale, release the exhaustion of trying so very hard to be seen by others. Let it all go. Now place one or both of your hands over your heart. Feel the gentle warmth of your own touch. This is an act of profound self-love. You are coming home to your own self right now. Feel the steady, quiet rhythm of your own heartbeat beneath your palm. That is the rhythm of life itself, beating just for you. It has always been there, your faithful companion on this journey. We are now going to introduce a new truth to your mind and to your body, a set of words that will become your anchor in any storm of self-doubt, a powerful affirmation of your own worth. Breathe with me now, and when you are ready, repeat these words after me, either aloud or silently in the sanctuary of your own heart. Let us begin with this first gentle whisper of truth. I see myself. Just let those words land. Don't force them. Don't analyze them. Simply allow them to be present in your awareness. Feel what it is like to finally turn your own gaze inward with love. Let's say it again with a little more breath this time. Inhale deeply. Exhale and say, I see myself. See the person who has been trying so hard, the one who just wants to be loved. Now let us add the next layer of this profound healing truth. Repeat with me now, I hear myself. Feel the power in these words, the promise of a new relationship with your inner voice. You are acknowledging all the unspoken truths, all the whispered needs, all the silent wisdom that lives inside of you. You are finally tuning into your own beautiful frequency. Let's repeat. Breathe in self-compassion, and as you breathe out, affirm, I hear myself. The tightness in your throat may begin to soften as you give your own truth permission to simply exist. And now we add the final, most powerful piece of this sacred declaration. This is the key that unlocks the cage. With all the love in your heart, repeat with me now, I approve of myself. Feel that? Let that statement wash over you. It may feel foreign, it may feel untrue. That is all right. We are just planting the seed. Let it land. I approve of myself. Let's put it all together now. This is your new mantra of self-respect, your declaration of independence from the need for external validation. Take a deep breath and repeat with me now. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. Again, my love, feel the vibration of these words in your chest under your hand. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. This is your truth, this is your power, claim it now. Imagine these words are a golden, healing light. With each repetition, this light glows brighter within your heart, spreading its warmth and peace throughout your entire body. Let's do it. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. The light fills your throat, dissolving all the words you have swallowed. It fills your shoulders, melting away the burdens you have carried. This is the antidote to invisibility. This is the cure for feeling unheard. It is the deep, soul-level validation that you have been searching for in all the wrong places for so long. Let this affirmation become your first response when you feel that old sting of being dismissed. Before you look to them for a reaction, you turn inward and you whisper this truth to yourself. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. This is your shield of light. This is your anchor of peace. This is the foundation upon which you will now build your new life. Let any resistance just float by like clouds in the sky. You do not have to fight it. You simply return to the truth of your affirmation. It is more powerful than any old, outdated belief. Let's say it one more time, feeling it in every cell of your being, from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. This is how you take yourself seriously, not with anger or with force, but with a quiet, consistent, and loving attention to your own inner world. It is the gentlest revolution. In the meeting room, before you speak, you will say this to yourself. When you need to set a boundary, this will be the source of your strength. When you look in the mirror, this is your greeting. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. This simple practice, done with loving consistency, will change everything for you. It will reprogram your reality from the inside out. Feel the shift in your energy right now. Notice the quiet confidence that is beginning to blossom in your heart. This is your natural state of being. This is your divine inheritance. You are not asking the world to approve of you anymore. You are the source of your own approval. You are the validation you have been waiting for. What a profound relief that is. Breathe into this newfound peace. This is the feeling of coming home. This is the feeling of your own power returning to you, right where it has always belonged, within you. Let's seal this practice with one final, powerful declaration. Say it as if it is the truest thing you have ever said, because, my dear one, it absolutely is. Ready? Let's say it together. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. Let that feeling settle. This is your new truth. This is your new reality. You have just given yourself the most precious gift of all, the gift of your own unconditional presence and respect. This is not a one-time event, my love. This is a practice. It is a tool you can use anytime, anywhere to call your power back home to your heart. Use it often. Use it with deep love. Every time you repeat these words, you are watering that seed of self-worth. You are strengthening the neural pathways of self-respect in your brain. You are becoming the person you came here to be. This is the work. It is not out there trying to convince anyone of anything. It is right here, in your own heart, convincing yourself of the magnificent truth of who you truly are. Take one more deep, loving breath in, and as you exhale, bring a gentle smile to your lips, a smile of recognition, of relief, and of profound self-acceptance. You have done so well. You can now gently open your eyes, bringing this newfound peace and quiet confidence back with you. Notice how the world already looks a little bit different, a little bit brighter. This feeling is real. This power is yours. You have just taken a monumental step on your journey of healing, and I am so very proud of you for showing up for yourself in this beautiful way. Do you feel the shift, my love? This quiet power you have just reclaimed is the very thing you thought you needed to get from the outside world. It was never lost, only forgotten. You came here today with a simple human desire to make others see you, to make them hear you, to finally gain their respect, a noble desire born from a place of deep pain. But do you see the beautiful, profound truth now? The objective was never to force them to change their perception of you. That was the old, exhausting, and unwinnable game. The true journey, the real healing, was always about you learning to respect yourself so deeply that their perception simply ceases to be the point of your life. it becomes irrelevant. You were trying to decorate the reflection in the mirror, hoping the person looking into it would finally feel beautiful. We have now turned to heal the person, not the reflection. The respect you were seeking was a shadow on the wall. What you have just found inside your own heart is the brilliant, warm, and undeniable light that casts that shadow. The universe does not respond to your desperate pleas, it responds to your deep inner knowing. You have just changed the very foundation of what you know to be true about yourself. So the goal is not to stop people from ever disrespecting you again. You cannot control the entire world, my love. The goal is to reach a place where their disrespect cannot harm you. It will no longer feel like a dagger to your heart. It will feel like a feather floating by in the wind. You will notice it, and then you will simply let it pass you by untouched. It becomes information, not an indictment. It simply tells you about them, their state of being, and their own patterns. It no longer tells you a single thing about your own worth. Can you feel the immense freedom in that? You are no longer a hostage to the moods, opinions, or validation of anyone else on this entire planet. You are finally, truly free. When you respect your own time, you will no longer feel anger at those who waste it. You will simply stop giving it to them. It is a quiet, peaceful, and powerful boundary. When you value your own voice, the silence of others will not feel like a rejection. It will simply be silence. Your words have value because you spoke them, not because they were heard. You thought you needed to be seen, but the real transformation is in seeing yourself so clearly, so lovingly, that you no longer feel invisible, even if you are alone in a room. The world will begin to rearrange itself around this new truth you are embodying. This is not magic, it is the law of resonance, like wholeness attracts wholeness. Those who are incapable of respect will naturally and gently fall away from your life. They will no longer find a foothold in your energy field because you are no longer a match for it. And you will begin to attract people who see you, who hear you, who honor you, not because you demanded it, but because they are a mirror of the love you now give to yourself. This is a much deeper healing than you first imagined was possible, isn't it? You came for a tactic, but you are leaving with a new state of being, a profound internal shift. You are no longer looking for a throne in someone else's kingdom. You are finally remembering that you are the gentle and powerful ruler of your own magnificent inner world. The problem was never your worth, it was only ever your belief about your worth. And today, in this sacred moment, you have chosen to install a brand new, loving belief. You will no longer shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable. Your presence will instead be an invitation for them to expand into their own authenticity right alongside you. This is the real work, not fighting for a seat at their table, but building your own, so full of love and self-respect that others will feel blessed just to be invited to it. The old pattern had you believing that respect was something you had to earn, to fight for, to prove you were worthy of. This was the great lie that kept you feeling so small. The truth is that respect is your birthright, but it is a gift that can only be unwrapped from the inside. You just handed yourself the most beautiful gift you will ever receive. You are not becoming a different person. You are simply removing all the layers of what you are not, so that the magnificent person you have always been can finally shine through. So let go of the need to be understood. Let go of the need to be validated. Let go of the need to be right. These are the heavy chains that have kept your spirit in a prison. Instead, embrace the peace of self-approval. Embrace the joy of your own company. Embrace the quiet confidence of a person who knows, without a doubt, that they are enough. You are not just healing a feeling of being invisible. You are healing the illusion that you ever needed anyone else's eyes to truly exist in the first place. You exist, you matter. The ultimate respect is not when they listen to you, but when you listen so deeply to yourself that their listening becomes a bonus, not a necessity for your own peace of mind. You have stopped asking the world, "Do you see me?" And you have started declaring with a calm and loving heart, "I see myself," and that, my love, has changed absolutely everything. This is the peace you were truly searching for, not the quiet of an approved of life, but the deep, unshakable inner peace of a self-validated soul. It is yours now, keep it. You are not patching a wound. You are dissolving the very belief that made you vulnerable to being wounded in the first place. This is a permanent and profound healing. True power is not being able to command the respect of others. True power is being so full of your own respect that you no longer require anything from them at all. That is peace. You are no longer a fragile boat tossed on the waves of their opinions. You are the deep, calm, and powerful ocean itself, Nothing on the surface can disturb your profound depths. This understanding is the key. It is the final piece of the puzzle that sets you free. You sought respect from others, only to find it waiting for you inside your own loving heart. You no longer need to perform for love. You no longer need to audition for worthiness. You are worthy because you are, period. That is the end of the story, a new beginning. This is the core of all healing, coming home to the simple, powerful truth that you are and always have been enough. Let this truth settle into every cell of your beautiful being. If you are ready to claim this new reality, to step fully into this self-honoring way of life, let us make one more powerful declaration of your commitment to your own soul. This is your promise to yourself to never abandon your own heart again, to always treat yourself with the dignity and honor you deserve. It is a sacred and powerful vow. Write "I deserve" in the comments below. Let this be your public anchor, a statement to the universe that you are choosing your own peace, your own worth from this day forward. Walk forward into your life now with this quiet peace. This is your new reality, a freedom so profound because it depends on no one but you. This is the gift of true self-respect. You are whole now, no longer a ghost in your own story, but its loving author. You radiate a calm confidence that draws to you all that is good, true, and beautiful. It is done. You have done such beautiful work today. Did you enjoy this reflection? Let your heart share its experience in the comments below. I would so love to hear from you, my dear one. I love to feel our connection across this beautiful planet. From what city are you listening to my voice right now? Let us create a wave of love and healing in the comments section. If this message has touched your heart and brought you peace, consider supporting this work by sending a super thanks. It is a beautiful exchange of loving and healing energy. Your generous support allows me to continue creating these sacred spaces of healing for all who need them. It helps this message of love reach more hearts, and I am so grateful. Our journey does not end here, my love. It is just beginning. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you do not miss our next powerful healing session. Let us walk together. Remember, every step you take on this path of self-love heals not only you, but the world around you. Your healing is a gift to us all. Let us continue this important work. Carry this affirmation in your heart. I see myself, I hear myself, I approve of myself. It is your most powerful tool. It is your truth. It is the key to your lasting peace. And so, my beautiful friend, I see you in your wholeness. I love you exactly as you are. Until we meet again, be so very gentle with your precious self. Goodbye for now.